I knew his destiny from birth, and as his mother, I tried to prevent it. My name is Thetis, daughter of the sea and mother of Achilles. I told him his fate before he ever held a blade, a long life and be forgotten, or a short one at Troy, and his name would echo through eternity. And yet, it was not fate alone that set him on that path. The Achaeans stood before the walls of Troy, worn thin by years of war. At their head was Agamemnon, son of Atreus, imperious king of men. He held a girl, Briseis. Her father came with gifts, with prayers. He knelt, he begged, and Agamemnon refused him. The old man turned to Apollo, and the god answered. I felt it before the mortals did, the quiet arrival of death. Plague fell upon the Achaeans, first the animals, then the men. For 9 days, they suffered. On the 10th, Achilles rose. He called the army together and forced the truth into the light. And the truth was simple. The girl must be returned. Agamemnon agreed, but men like him do not yield without taking. If he must give up Briseis, he would claim another prize. And he chose Briseis, a captive of war, given to Achilles as his share of honor, not because he desired her, but to prove a point, to show the army who truly held power, to remind Achilles that even he could be brought low. Achilles burned, his hand went to his sword. For a moment, the war itself trembled, but Athena, sent by Hera who favored the Achaeans, stepped between them. She stayed his hand to stop him from tearing the army apart and to keep him from a choice that could not be undone. The blade did not fall, but something had already broken. They took Briseis, and Achilles turned his back on them all. He would not fight. He would not stand with them. He would not win their war. He called for me. I rose from the depths and found him by the shore. He stood there, unmoving. He did not speak in anger. He spoke of what had been taken from him, of the short life he was fated to live, and the honor he had been denied. He asked me to go to Zeus, to remind him, and to ask that the balance of the war be broken, that the Trojans be given strength, that the Achaeans be driven back until they understand what they have lost. So I went to Olympus, to Zeus. I knelt before him and asked him to bend the war. Let the Trojans rise, let the Achaeans fall, until they remember Achilles. Zeus hesitated. He knew the cost. He knew who would oppose him, Hera. But in the end, he gave a single nod, a quiet promise. And with that, everything changed. Not with battle, not with victory, but with a choice. The gods would feast again. They would laugh as if nothing had shifted. But I knew what it would cost. The suffering of the Achaeans and the life of my son. Not yet. Not until the world learns what it means to lose Achilles. Because men like him do not stay away. They are drawn to glory as surely as they are drawn to death. And when he returns, I will already know the ending. He will win them their war. My son will burn brighter than any man alive. I set this in motion, and I already mourn him.
Are you an honest man? Then subscribe to the Chrononauts.